Here's why white belts quit. It's simple. Getting from white to blue is one of the hardest things that you will do in jiu-jitsu. And oftentimes, it is simply not reachable for many. And it's not because jiu-jitsu is hard, but jiu-jitsu is complex. And the journey between white and blue oftentimes is very confusing. It's very chaotic. There is a lot of things in students' mind at the beginning of their journey. And oftentimes those obstacles just feel bigger than us. Unfortunately, a lot of this is not on a student. A lot of this is on instructors. Oftentimes it happens where student is at the academy, they are going through classes, they're actually loving jiu-jitsu, but the expectations are not being set by the instructor. Matter of fact, oftentimes instructor doesn't even present the expectations to the student at all. So as a result of the student doesn't even know what is necessary for them to get to the next level, skill set wise and rank wise. First things first, I highly recommend for all students to stop chasing the belts. Don't worry about the blue belt. Don't worry about the purple belt. Whichever rank you are, don't worry about those stripes. Those should be considered as a reward of your hard work, not a goal for you to chase. There's a big difference. Rewind that and listen to that again. It is really important that we set our goals based on a skill that we're trying to achieve, not the rank that we wear or would like to wear. So as we go through that rank of white belt, the first year or two, different academies, different instructors grade students differently, and to be honest with you, different students train differently. If you train twice a week, is very different than you train 5 times a week. So the time varies between students and between the ranks. At the same time, during the first year or two, jiu-jitsu becomes very confusing. And why? So listen, you're engaging in something brand new that you've never done before. 2, it is very complex. There's multiple layers. And at the very beginning, it's extremely stimulating in your mind. All these new things are being thrown at you. You're solving puzzles, you're solving problems, you're learning new things. There's obviously, we have social media and everything online, which is being pumped into you. So you're receiving all this information from different areas, different platforms in the class, outside of the class, at the academy, from different instructors and so on. All of this is extremely stimulating to all of our students, to all of the students out there. So, it is overwhelming. So finding ways to categorize these information and in a way ignoring a lot of it is a big key to success. Take your time learning jiu-jitsu. You don't have to learn everything. Matter of fact, you won't learn everything. No matter how good you are, you won't know everything. And many black belts say this out publicly on different platforms and to their students. But what is really important for a white belt in order for them to sustain training, even past the moment they get promoted to blue, they continue on, is the simple fact of loving jiu-jitsu itself, slowing things down. And I don't mean in a sense of speed when we train. I'm talking about slowing things down from a perspective of learning. You don't need to solve every problem. You don't need to know every single sweep. You don't need to know every single submission. What you should focus on is understanding how jiu-jitsu works, understanding balance, understanding distance control and distance management, understanding leverage. What does that really mean? What is balance? How does it work? How does gravity can be used for me and against me? See, these things are critical foundation points in the core of jiu-jitsu, which will set you for success as you continue exploring it within the white belt, but also as you go through the ranks of blue, purple, hopefully brown, and one day you join that 1%, I call it, the 1%, the black belt group. I really do wish all of you guys to get to that point. But in order for you to achieve that level, in order for you to train for a decade or longer to get the rank of black belt, the acquisition of knowledge is so important. So let's start doing it right. Let's focus what's important in Jiu-Jitsu and stop chasing the shiny object that is being thrown at us from social media, from other things. Now, don't take me wrong. All of these things are important, but we can't learn everything. So we have to be selective on what we learn and how we learn it. Keep on training. Peace.